for quite a few weeks now, so let's slay the princess.
You're on a path in the woods, and at the end of that path is a cabin. And in the basement of that cabin is a princess. You're here to slay her. If you don't, it will be the end of the world.
Okay, so there's different choices, huh? The end of the world? What are you talking about? Have you considered that maybe there's a reason she's going to end the world is because she's locked up? Killing a princess seems kind of bad, though, doesn't it? Can't someone else do this? Forget it, I'm not doing it. Have you considered that maybe I'm okay with the world ending? Do I get some sort of reward for doing this? Oh, okay. Thanks for telling me what to do. I want a reward.
Yes, but you'll have to slay her before you get it. I'm talking about the end of everything as we know it. No more birds, no more trees, and perhaps most problematically of all, no more people. You have to put an end to her.
But how can a princess locked away in a basement in the world? If you don't tell me why she's dangerous, I'm not going to kill her. Do you have any evidence to back this up? Have you considered... Yep, where is that one? Well, being an engineer and a scientist, I like evidence.
Look, you're already on the path that leads to the cabin. Why would you be here if it weren't to complete a very important task? You've made it this far, you might as well reach the end of your journey.
Hello, hello. Slay the princess, as you have been asking for. Finally, yes. Well, I was looking if there's something else to play, and I thought, Wuchang, no, I can't really do that again. And I noticed that this was on sale pretty cheap on the PlayStation Store, so I thought, why not?
Don't linger on the specifics. You have a job to do here. Just get in there and do what needs to be done. We're all counting on you.
Have you considered that maybe, yep, that? Well, I do like crazy. Can you tell me what the price is for going to be for doing a good job? Look, I'll go to the cabin and talk to her. And if she's as bad as you say, then maybe I'll slay her, but I'm not committing anything until I've had a chance to meet her face to face. Okay, I'm sold. Let's get this over with. Well, I have wanted to offer a monarch, so viva la revolution.
That's the spirit. You make your way up the short path to the cabin. You'll find the princess within. A warning before you go any further. She will lie, she will cheat, and she will do everything in her power to stop you from slaying her. Don't believe a word she says. We're not going to go through with this, right? She's a princess. We're supposed to save princesses, not slay them. Ignore him. He doesn't know what he's talking about. The interior of the cabin is almost entirely bare. The air is stale and musty, and the floor and walls are painted in a fine layer of dust. The only furniture of note is a plain wooden table. Perched on that table is a pristine blade.
Oh, okay. Sweet.
The blade is your implement. You'll need it if you want to do this right.
Alright, so what's that say? Take the blade.
Take the blade from the table. It'd be rather difficult to slay the princess and save the world without it. The door to the basement creaks open, revealing a staircase faintly illuminated by an unseen light in the room below. This is an oppressive place. The air feels heavy and damp, a hint of rot filtering from the ancient wood. If the princess really lives here, slaying her is probably doing her a favor. Her voice carries up the stairs.
Who's there?
She sounds dangerous. It's almost as if she's the one in charge down here. Don't let it fool you. It's all part of the manipulation. Good. You're still listening to reason. You walk down the stairs and lock eyes with the princess. There's a heavy chain around her wrist, binding her to the far wall of the basement. She's so coldly beautiful. Is she really a threat to the world? Focus on the task at hand.
And there you are. Are you here to kill me or something?
You step forward, your grip on the blade tightening as you steel your resolve.
Oh? No talking then? Fine. What even makes you think you can kill me? I'm probably chained up in this basement for a reason, right? And if that knife is the only weapon you have, you'll have to get close enough to use it. So, you should just drop it. Best not to risk.
She's unarmed. If you hesitate now, it'll be too late. You lunge forward without a moment's hesitation. You feel flesh easily give way and look down to see your blade already sinking deep into her heart.
Oh. This is it, isn't it? I'm almost embarrassed. I should have seen that coming. But I have to wonder, do you actually believe this was enough to kill me?
It's like she's convinced she can't die. Yes, even as she lays there dying, she entirely believes herself to be alive and well. But it's over, isn't it? She stopped breathing moments ago, that arrogant look still plastered on her face. But is it over? Really over?
3 endings. Okay.
It's over. Don't get all worked up. We should make sure. What's the harm in checking for a pulse? I really don't think you should do that. And why shouldn't we? Is there something you're not telling us? I've told you everything that's happened with complete accuracy. The princess is dead. Your blade pierced her heart. There's no coming back from that.
Hmm. Remove the blade, you're right, she said. Yeah, let's just get out of here.
Yes, exactly. It's over. With your work done, you make your way back up the stairs, closing the door to the basement behind you. Why do I feel like we've done something terrible? You did kill someone. Greater good or not, something would be very wrong with you if you didn't feel at least a little bad. But it was for the greater good. One of these days that will sink in and help ease your guilty conscience. But that day isn't today. Let's just get out of here. You open the cabin door, ready to return to a world saved from certain doom. Only, a world saved from certain doom isn't what you find. Instead, what you find is nothing at all. Where a lush forest stood mere minutes ago, the only thing in front of you
Okay.
now is the vast emptiness of some place far away. What happened? Everyone is fine. It's just that you and the cabin are now far away from them. Don't worry. You'll be safe here. This is good. Everyone is happy. You'll be happy. This isn't an ending. In fact, now that the princess has been slain, endings are a thing of the past. No. This is the beginning of eternity. Your reward. This is what's best for everyone. Trust me. Time passes. You can't be sure if it's days or months or years or even decades. It's all a wonderful, boring blur. You've never been happier. Psst. Hey, we're not just going to stay here forever, right? Are we really happy? Or is he just telling us that we are?
Oh, okay.
Really? Well, if you ever change your mind, just more happy time passes, though the word begins to lose its meaning. Time, that is, not happy. Happy, so please shake yourself out of it. We have to get out of here. The little voices, please, fall on deaf ears. Eventually you pass into a blissful state of pure existence. Though words like eventually and pass ceased to have any meaning to you long before that shift, you simply exist. Happy. Forever.
A good ending. Oh, okay. But not the good one. What happens if we continue?
I'm talking about the end of everything as we know it.
Alright.
Don't linger on the specifics. You have a job to do here. Just get in there and do what needs to be done. We're all counting on you.
Right, let's try
While
that.
I appreciate the mental exercise, we are running up against a bit of a ticking clock. Nevertheless, let me assure you, the princess is locked up because she is dangerous. She is
All
not
right.
dangerous. And before you decide to waste even more of our time by asking how I know that, let me suggest a more pragmatic lens. Causality doesn't matter here, because the end result is the same no matter what led us up to this point. If the princess leaves the cabin, the world will end, and there is no changing that. It's no use arguing semantics over a metaphorical chicken or egg, because the egg is hatched and it's about to ruin everything. Unless, of course, you do your job and slay her. Does it? Are you a monarchist? Is slaying a princess that much worse than slaying a fisherman or a miller or a seamstress? If anything, slaying a princess is much better than slaying a seamstress. Seamstresses contribute something of value to society. Oh, if only that were the case, but I don't make the rules. I have to say, I'm surprised at your reluctance thus far, but unfortunately for the both of us, you're the only one who can pull this off. Like I said, I don't make the rules, no matter how much I wish I did. Then I guess we'll just have to see what happens. But a word of warning. If you go in prepared to hear her out, she could easily trap you in her web of lies. And the more you listen to her honeyed words, the harder it'll be to pull yourself out. Then each and every one of us is doomed. So sure, go, talk to her. See how that turns out for all of us. You make your way up the short path to the cabin. You'll find the... We're not going to go through with this, right? She's a princess. We're supposed to save... Ignore him. He doesn't know what he's talking about.
All right, so now taking in the knife this time.
The interior of the cabin is all... The blade is your implement. The door to the basement creaks open, revealing a staircase faintly illuminated by her voice.
Hello?
Is hypnotizing. It's the kind of voice you only have to hear once to remember it for the rest of your life. Don't let it fool you. It's all part of the manipulation. You're playing a dangerous game by coming here unarmed.
It is.
Don't be a stranger. It's been so long since I've had any visitors. Please, come downstairs.
Well, instead of killing her, I'll be nice this time.
You walk down the stairs and lock eyes with the princess. There's a heavy chain around her wrist. She's beautiful. How could someone like this be a threat to anyone? I am begging you to stay focused. There's a lot riding on you here.
Hi. Do you think you can get me out of these chains?
You're only making this more difficult.
Thank you. Thank you.
You're making a huge mistake. No, you're doing the right thing. You walk up to the chains binding the princess to the wall and give them a tug. They're large and heavy, far too solid for you to even imagine trying to break them apart.
I'm guessing you don't have the key?
Maybe it's somewhere upstairs. Doubtful. Whoever locked the princess away down here intended for her to never see the light of day. They wouldn't have just left the key to her chains somewhere in the cabin.
Okay. I'll be here. Good luck.
You attempt to make your way out of the basement, but the door at the top of the stairs slams shut. You hear the click of a lock sliding into place. Is someone else here? You try the door, but it's locked from the outside. Your shouts and pleas are met with silence. You're here to slay the princess, and you won't leave until the task is done. You make your way to the bottom of the stairs. This would have been so much easier if you'd just taken the blade like you were supposed to. Easier for whom? Easier for everyone. Look at the mess you're in.
I heard the door slam. They locked you down here too, didn't they?
There's a slight panic rising in the princess's voice.
Okay.
If I could just get out of these chains, I know we could force our way out of here together.
She barely hesitates before raising her arm to her mouth, her teeth
Shit.
tearing through her limb with the determination of a trapped wolf. As she rips her flesh from her bone, a sound comes from behind you, the clang of bouncing metal. It's the blade from upstairs. You're not sure how it made its way down here, but if there's a time to strike, it's now. Or we could use it to free her. You won't like what happens if you do that.
Not sure. Well, I did say I was going to be nice this time, so I reckon we try to save the princess.
Fine. Against your better judgment, you place the blade against the ragged, self-inflicted wound on the princess's arm, just above the unyielding chain binding her to this place. You cut into her flesh. The blade is sharp, and it takes little effort to crack through the bone of her arm. Her limb falls to the ground, and the heavy chains follow suit. She didn't so much as utter a sound through the whole ordeal. No, she didn't. She smiles softly as her gaze meets yours, blood from her wounded arm dripping rhythmically to the ground. How is she still smiling after everything? It's like she isn't even bothered by what just happened.
Thank you. Now let's get out of here.
She is very numb.
No, we won't have any of that. The stakes are too high. You can't just let her escape into the world. No, I can't just let her escape into the world. As the princess approaches the bottom stair, your body steps forward and raises the blade. Wait, this isn't fair. You can't just do that.
What's up with his arm?
Watch me.
What are you doing?
Stop that.
Something's come over you, hasn't it? You know you don't have to do this, right?
Your body lunges forward, the blade held low, ready to sink into her heart. But the princess dodges, stumbling back against the wall before the blade has a chance to connect. Stop it. Stop trying to resist me. I'm trying to get you out of here alive. The blade. Move the blade.
Yeah, I got a feeling it's not going to end well.
As your body remains frozen in stubborn resistance, the princess takes a cautious step forward.
We both know this isn't you.
She nervously reaches towards you and takes the blade from your infuriatingly rigid hands. What are you
Else
doing?
up with his hand.
I'm sorry. I'll try to be quick.
She plunges it into your chest, tearing through flesh and sinew. It is agony. But you aren't dead yet.
Oh no, I'm so sorry.
Stay strong. We can tough it out until it's done. For her sake. For her sake? Don't you start pretending that dying a painful death is some sort of heroic gesture. The two of you have literally doomed everyone. Whatever. She sinks the blade into your chest again and again and again, and you feel every inch of burning pain that slices its way into your body.
I'm sorry.
She doesn't know how to use a knife, does she? Apparently not, though it doesn't matter how sloppy her blade work is, does it? A stab wound is still a stab wound, and it won't be long before you bleed out.
I'm so sorry.
With one last thrust of the knife, your legs give out beneath you. You collapse to the floor, your blood pooling around you, your limbs unresponsive. The princess stares down at your ruined chest as tears carve rivulets of pink down her blood-spattered cheeks. It can't just end like this, right? Oh, that's rich coming from you. As much as I'd prefer for things to have gone differently, I can't deny the reality of what's happened. The two of you made your choice. It's over. Everything goes dark, and you die. You're on a path in the woods, and at the end of that path is a cabin. You're here to slay her. If you don't, it will. A terrible sense of deja vu. No, you don't have that. This is the first time either of us have been here. If he doesn't remember what happened, then maybe it's best to keep it that way.
Alright, the fun part, eh?
Yes, he didn't approve of us last time, did he? If we're going to save our beloved, we'll have to be sneaky about it. Our beloved? Yes, you'll have to be very sneaky about your intentions if you're going to try and save the princess. Ah, so all of the cards are on the table. Then you should know that we and the princess are in love, and the four of us will be foiling any and all assassination attempts you've got in the works.
The heck?
We'll see about that. Whatever you do, just be sure to ignore him specifically. It sounds like he's the sort who'd sacrifice the whole world for a peck on the cheek. What can I say? A world without love is a world that isn't worth saving. We could go back and forth on this forever, and it won't get you any closer to doing your job and saving the world. So let's just... Those are two very different questions, but fine, I'll indulge you if that's what it takes to get you moving. Let's say for a moment that this really is the second time you've met me, or at least a version of me. If you're back here, I'm assuming you died, which probably only happened because you didn't listen to me. You were the one who did us in, villain. Well, not you in the literal sense, but you did everything you could to stop us from rescuing her. Oh, I wonder why. Maybe it's because the entire world was at stake. No lone prince... I beg to differ. I'm not going to argue with you. I'm just going to take a deep breath and assume that whoever is making the decisions here has the common sense to ignore your protestations. Anyway, I believe your second question was, what's the point of doing anything? If you're asking that, it sounds to me like you're making the rather dangerous assumption that your actions last time around didn't have any consequences. What do you mean? Of course there weren't any consequences. You forced the princess to kill us, and now everyone's right back where they started. That sounds pretty consequence-free to me. Yes, but in this purely hypothetical scenario, that begs the question of how you got back here. Did time simply rewind itself, or were you instead transported to a different world entirely? If it's the latter, what do you think happened after you died? Do you think the people there lived happily ever after? Or do you think that the princess, left unhindered, brought about the end to everyone and everything just like I told you she would?
She would never. She's a perfect angel that you cruelly imprisoned as part of some convoluted, dastardly scheme.
Convoluted? I don't know how this premise could be any more simple. Princess bad, stop her, save everyone. Just be quick about it.
Okay. Well, the best princess would be nice.
She just can. Believe me, I wish I could tell you more, but you'll just have to trust that what I'm saying is true, and that, despite it all, you're fully up to the task that's been given to you.
Maybe it's her beauty that threatens the world.
Sure, it's her beauty. Why not? And before you ask, no, we can't just keep her down there. If you don't slay her, she's going to find a way out. It's unfortunate, I know, but it's just the way it is. People locked her in that basement, and I told you what this place is. It's a path in the woods. Look, I'm not supposed to say this, but it's because you're special. You're the only person capable of doing this. Call it a prophecy, if that helps, but it's just the way things are. Oh, I didn't know we were special. Of course you're special. Why else would you be here?
Calling us special isn't going to make us friends, even if it did feel nice.
Oh, believe me, the last thing I want is for you and I to be friends. But I'm a professional, and I'm not going to let my dislike for you get in the way of helping you save the world. I've told you everything you need to know. Going into more detail would just overcomplicate an otherwise very simple situation and make your job more difficult.
Oh, okay.
Not to sound like a broken record, but the less you know about her, the better things will go for all of us. I know it sounds like I'm hiding something, but you're just going to have to take me at my word. Great. Now, if you don't mind, the whole world is waiting with bated breath for you to save it from ruin.
Alright, let's go to the cabin.
A warning, before you go any further. She will lie, she will cheat, and she will...
We already told you we're not playing along with your little game. It's your lies that can't be trusted. Her beauty is the only thing in the world we can believe in.
I think we've already been over this. I'm pretty sure he just likes the sound of his own voice.
I do, but I also speak from the heart. My passions are too great to be stifled. They must be expressed.
Sure, yeah, your passions are strong and all, but not everyone needs to hear them. Some things are better kept quiet. Don't pay their bickering any mind. Focus on the task ahead.
Okay. Be different. Kind of curious to see how different it's going to be now. Gotta admit, this kind of interesting, this game.
The interior of the cabin is clean and elegant, its stone walls draped in fine-threaded tapestries, a prison befitting a royal prisoner. The only furniture of note is an ornate wooden table with a pristine blade perched on its edge. The blade is your implement. You'll need it if you want to do this right. That's because there isn't a mirror. There's a table, the blade sitting on the table, and the door to the basement. There's nothing else in here. There's definitely a mirror. There isn't.
I'm sure the princess would tell us there was a mirror if she were up here.
Well, I've got to admit, that's pretty cool.
In which case she'd be lying to you because, again, there isn't a mirror.
But there is a mirror on the left-hand wall.
Exactly. Why would I lie about something so meaningless? What good would a mirror even do? That you waste time preening yourself instead of doing what needs to be done. Very different.
Is it? I can't say I was paying much attention to the scenery last time around.
Yep, still here. Just had to duck out of the room for a second.
Maybe that's because you haven't actually been here. I hope this means you'll finally drop that ridiculous past life nonsense. You haven't died, and you certainly haven't been killed by the princess. So focus up. Stop letting yourself get distracted. You walk up to the wall next to the basement door. It's a wall. There isn't much to see here.
This really isn't funny.
You reach forward and rub your hand against the cabin wall. I hope you know how ridiculous you look right now.
But it was there a second ago. And now it's gone. Pity. We could have a feather out of place, and now we'll never know. We can't gallantly sweep her off her feet if we have a feather out of place.
Well, I'm going to continue being nice, so I won't take the blade again.
The door to the basement creaks open, revealing an intricate stairwell. Gold-trimmed carpet glimmers in the light of the torches positioned along the walls. The basement almost seems welcoming in the dim firelight. But it's still a stone basement. If the princess lives here, slaying her is probably doing her a favor. A soft voice carries up the stairs.
Hello? Is someone there?
Her voice. It's somehow even more beautiful than last time. I can hear wedding bells already. I've held my tongue till now, but you're taking this a little too far. We barely even know the princess. We can still do right by her without all this over-the-top fawning.
Yes, for everyone's sake, you're not in love. Just remember that her charms are all part of the manipulation. You walk down the stairs and lock eyes with the princess. There's a heavy chain around her wrist.
My love, we're here to rescue you from your unjust and foul imprisonment.
You know she can't hear you, right?
She may not be able to hear my words, but surely she can hear my spirit.
Oh, your spirit's plenty loud, all right.
It's you, my dashing hero. I was so worried you wouldn't come back.
Yeah, there is.
Did you hear that? She said we're dashing.
And she called us a hero.
But we're in a basement. That's exactly right, and there's stars in the window.
Flattery really goes a long way with the two of you, doesn't it? Waiting for you to come back. I didn't want to believe your ravings back in the woods, but this is next to incontrovertible evidence. You've been here before.
That's right, villain, and you killed us. Well, she killed us. Only because he made us try and kill her. It was self-defense. Our beloved's hands remain unstained by cruelty.
Actually, looking at her hand in the cuff, doesn't actually look like a hand, does it?
And you've died before. So an entire world has been damned to oblivion. I'd really hoped I'd be the first, but what's done is done. What matters is you have a chance to do it right this time.
Now, hold on. If she actually ended a world, are you sure we want to do this? Are you sure we want to rescue her?
You died, and now we're talking.
That is very true.
I'm okay with whatever you come up with. You can cut my arm off again.
Okay.
We won't be laying a finger on her perfect wrists, and indeed, we won't even have to. Do you see how dainty her hands are? We'll be able to slip her right out with no harm done.
What? No, she's a prisoner here. You can't just slip her hand through the chains. Why are you two arguing over the logistics of slipping her hand out of her shackles? She just said she'd be okay with any idea we came up with. Am I the only one here who thinks that's weird?
She didn't care last time. Why should she care this time? That's our stoic, smiling angel.
No, you're right. It's extremely bizarre behaviour and further evidence that she's a monster who's not to be trusted. So go ahead and slay her. If another version of me was pushed to such drastic action, it was for good reason.
That's okay. You were just doing your best, and that's all that matters.
She took that in stride, to a surprising extent. An almost unsettling extent.
That's because she's perfect.
Do you think she has someone like him telling her what to do? She doesn't. There's no one else like me.
I think he's right, because I like it better if she doesn't have some horrid little voice like him, always trying to drive her to violence.
It is almost far too perfect.
I don't know. Was I supposed to have ended the world? Would that have made you happy?
Isn't that just like our darling princess? She wants to make us happy. My heart melts further with every word that passes through her beautiful lips.
Are you listening to her? That's a confession.
No, I don't want it to end. I have no feelings either way. Gotta admit, I'm very tempted to that.
I can't believe that the fate of the entire world has been left in the hands of a misanthrope.
Lucky for you, I did destroy the world. I destroyed all of it and made it awful for everyone.
Okay.
I'd point out that she just admitted to obliterating the entire world, but I guess that wouldn't actually move you.
Oh, it moves me.
Whatever we do next, we should do our best to not let her out.
But have you seen her angelic face? She should get a pass. She just wanted to make us happy.
By destroying the world?
Apparently, yes.
No, I can't let you do that. If you take another step towards the princess, I'll...
You'll what? Take over our body and force us to try and kill her?
I would if you had a weapon.
Not on my watch, villain. My passions contain titanic depths, and if you try anything that might harm our dearest, I will end our life without a second thought.
You wouldn't.
I would.
I'd listen to him if I were you. He has a lot of strong feelings. And doesn't the world end if we don't stop her? You approach the princess and gingerly slide her hand from her bindings. That shouldn't have worked. I'll be damned. We're doomed. I can't believe it. But I guess I have to.
It's a little too easy. Very easy.
I told you, there's no life more worth living than that of a true believer.
I'm free, and you're not trying to kill me this time. Thank you. Thank you so much.
The princess jumps up and smothers you in a joyful embrace. Ugh. If only you had a weapon, one slip of the wrist and your pristine blade would be buried in her back and everyone out there would be saved. Luckily for Mr. Romance, we don't have a weapon.
Who needs a weapon when we have the power of love on our side?
What do we do now?
Let me guess. End the world?
Spoken with the rank cynicism of someone who has never felt love in his heart.
I don't actually know. Nobody's ever asked me what I wanted.
She doesn't even know what she wants. You may have had her all wrong. What if this whole thing is just a misunderstanding? What if she doesn't want to end the world? You're so gullible. Is the only thing you've ever doubted the actual truth?
I think I want to leave. And I think...
The princess closes her eyes in deep reflection. And then she shrugs.
I don't know. What do you want to do?
Alright, let's just leave and we can figure the rest out later.
That sounds perfect.
The princess takes your hand, the last hopes of the entire world slipping through your fingers as they intertwine with hers.
We have each other. We don't need the world for our happy ending.
I like to think that you do, actually. Look, I have my doubts, but the choice has been made and this is happening. You don't have to mope. I will mope about it, because moping is the only recourse you love-blind fools have left me with. You and the princess walk up the stairs, hand in hand. Ugh, look at the way she's smiling at you. She doesn't have to... And what happens after we walk up the stairs? Let's see. Oh, isn't that interesting? The door slams in your face and the lock clicks. That's a familiar move. Did I do that last time? Then you should know that you won't be able to leave.
Oh no! Did someone lock us in here? That's not fair! We're supposed to leave now.
She's right. It isn't fair. But the unfairnesses of the world are no match for the strength of true love.
Oh yes, he does.
Enough with this true love nonsense. You just met her.
Of course you wouldn't understand. Our passions run deeper than anything you have ever known.
Are you listening to this? You don't have to go along with the every whim of that delusional voice. I'm just along for the ride at this point.
Let's try and do it together.
Okay, yeah, let's do it.
Like a pair of teenagers in love, you and the princess place your hands on the door together. Blech. And the lock clicks and the door creaks open. Are you kidding me?
I told you our love was insurmountable.
You and the princess make your way upstairs and... The blade, that's right, there's still a chance for you to do the right thing. Take the blade from the table and slay her before it's too late. You're enjoying this, aren't you? You're taking every opportunity you can to draw out the end of the world and make me suffer. I hate you. You know, if her walking out that door is really going to end the world, can't we all just stay here? Seems like an easy win for everyone. That's not how this works.
Okay, ask her what she wants. Alright.
Yes, what he said. That's not how this works. Obviously, we have to leave with her. It's our happy ending.
Oh, okay. Should I ask what she wanted in the cabin?
Yes, I suppose you are going to do that, aren't you? You cross the room, opening the door to the cabin, and then you step outside.
Our happy ending at last.
We did it. What should we do now?
Where did everything go? Where did he go?
Oh, is he gone? I hadn't noticed. I was too busy staring deep into our beloved...
I'm cold. Is being happy supposed to be so cold?
She's cold. Quick, our feathers. Pluck them all and weave her a coat worthy of a princess.
What the hell happened there?
She's gone. Where did she go? Should we try and find her? Is that a mirror? Why is it here? Why now?
Okay. Let's approach the mirror.
I'm begging you, don't do this. This doesn't feel right. It feels different. Final.
Yes. I fear that we won't like what we'll see. What if we just sit here and preen for a while? That can't hurt, right?
Something finds me in the long quiet and brings me the gift of a fragile vessel. I am solitary lights in an empty city. What are you? dots without connections, a dim and nascent network. I wish to be more. I think that you are like me. We are oceans, reduced to shallow creeks.
All parts of her. Okay. It's interesting. Very interesting.
Yes, nerves and fibers to feel the worlds beyond. Perspectives to make my... This one is soft and delicate. You molded her to love you, and she'll make for a gentle heart. Do not mourn her. She has served her purpose. How can the world have ended if we are talking? You are the only thing I have ever known. The space we're in is vacant. Nothing comes here but us. I'm sorry. There are some changes that can never be undone. There are some tears that can never be unshed. This is not a place that can hold a fragment of a concept. The moment she arrived here, she was going to return to me. I promise that it doesn't hurt. I have only just now stirred to consciousness. I could not have trapped you here, and I too yearn to be free. You are familiar, but you are not me. I feel sadness, longing, hope as I witness you. She is part of me, and part of me is her. You speak in circles. Does it matter where one thing begins and another ends? I know only that they are. Nothing as we are, but I know that there are worlds beyond us, and that we are meant to reach them. There is no exit, but this vessel is a creature of perception. She can make you forget, if only you believe her to be able to. Bring me more perspectives, so that I may be whole, and perhaps then we will know our freedom. I have not lived. I am more than you have found, but less than there are to find. I am infinite. The rest will find their own way home. Everything, until we meet again. You ask of things that cannot be done. To destroy is merely to reshape, to remold. How can I know? I am flickers in something sprawling and unilluminated.
Like a lion. Okay, cool.
Then we will be here forever, as we are now. If you need time, then I'll wait with you.
Let's forget.
She asks
Continue.
that I tell you to remember her. You won't.
Oh no, dead. A gentle heart. Back to chapter 1.
You're on a path in the woods, and at the end of that path is a cabin. And in the basement of that cabin is a princess. You're here to slay her. The interior of the cabin.
Alright, let's try again.
The door to the basement. How many times do I have to tell you how dangerous letting her out of here would be before...
Wait, really? You're here to rescue me? I was starting to come downstairs. I want to see the face of my rescuer.
You walk down the stairs.
Once again, there's a...
with the princess. There's a heavy
window up
chain
there.
around her wrist. She's beautiful. I am begging...
I hope you brought something to deal with these chains.
Don't do it. If she gets out of those chains, we're all one step closer to the end.
Alright, so we need different choices.
Okay. Oh.
She pauses, carefully formulating her words before she responds.
You can address me as Your Royal Highness. Or you can just call me Princess if Your Royal Highness is too formal.
Is Princess her name or her title? What if it's both? Could you imagine being named Princess Princess?
I'm gonna admit that's quite interesting the way they've set that up, like, especially if everything's reset and it's just, as you said, just me that remembers.
Like I said, you can call me Princess if you'd like. I'm sorry, I've been down here so long I guess I've just forgotten. I must have a name though.
Okay, that's weird. She hadn't even thought to pick a name for herself. Hopefully you're starting to see that she can't be trusted.
I don't see what that has to do with anything.
This is the only time this is ever going to happen, but... Okay, but actually, what has she been eating? She has to eat, right?
Is that why they threw me down here? But I don't want to hurt anyone. I like the world, I think. I don't remember much about it, to be honest. I've been down here for so long.
That's... How long has she been locked away?
Did they tell you how I'm supposed to end the world?
The princess hesitates before responding. She doesn't know. She's been down here too long to have any idea of what she'd do in another life. She knows what she'd do. She's just searching for whatever answer she thinks you want to hear.
What I do doesn't really matter, right? At the end of the day, whatever the two of us have going on down here is about trust. Whoever sent you to slay me claimed I was a threat to the world, but they didn't tell you why. I don't trust that. And I don't think you do either, or you wouldn't have come down here to talk.
She has a point. We're talking like this for a reason.
So this shouldn't be about what I'd do if I got out of here, or me saying the right thing to convince you to save me. This is about how messed up this whole situation is. This is my life we're talking about.
I think you might be right, mate. I think you might be very right. It's got me questioning everything at the moment.
Do you really think I can even end the world? Why would I even want to? We both know that if there's people we can't trust in this situation, it's whoever locked me down here, and it's whoever sent you here. And those two groups are probably—
Don't let her turn the tables here. This isn't about trust. This is about risk. We stand to lose everything, all for the sake of one person, and a subjugating monarch. Only making this more difficult.
Thank you, and you won't. I promise.
You're making a huge mistake. No, you're doing the right thing. You walk up to the chains binding the princess to the wall. They're large and heavy, far too solid for you to even imagine.
I'm guessing you don't have the key?
Maybe it's somewhere upstairs. Doubtful. Whoever locked the princess away down.
Maybe there's some way to break the chains? Or if that doesn't work, I guess we can always cut me out of them.
She offers the suggestion with almost complete nonchalance. If we were stuck down here long enough, I'm sure we'd be nonchalant about cutting our way out if it meant we could finally be free. You attempt to make your way out of the basement, but you make your way to the bottom of the stairs. Easier for whom? Easier for everyone. Fine. Against your better... No, we won't have any of that. As the princess... Wait, watch me.
What are you doing?
Warn her this time, then slay her with the next one.
Something's come over you, hasn't it?
Your body lunges forward, the blade held low, ready to sink in. But the princess dodged. Stop it.
Sabi ninyo, pasabot na lang sa Yusuf, namin ko na gani, ikaw na lang sa ato ang team, na pwede man.
Won't even allow you to resist.
There's no getting through to you right now, is there? A betrayal of Will is still a betrayal. You'll regret thinking of me as a helpless damsel.
She pounces on you with the same animal ferocity she used to tear through her arm. But you have a weapon. You raise the blade, digging it under her ribs, aiming directly for the heart. It's not enough to stop her. You feel her claws in your throat, then her teeth, somehow sharp enough to pull apart your flesh and sinew with ease. You collapse to the floor, your body unresponsive as your blood pools on the ground beneath you. She stares down at your ravaged form, eyes shining in the darkness, dress stained in red as her blood and yours both seep into the fabric. If we're lucky, the wound you managed to inflict will be enough to at least delay her escape from this place. If we're very lucky, it will kill her before she can reach the outside world.
She is like an animal.
It can't just end like that. As much as I'd prefer for things to have gone differently, I can't deny the reality of what's happened. I'm sorry, but it's over. Everything goes dark, and you die.
The witch? Okay.
You're on a path in the woods, and at the end of that, you're here to...
Pao yun.
Oh, don't you start grandstanding about
Komportable siya sa
morals.
ato,
The fate of the
komportable siya
world
sa
is at
ato
risk
ang
right now,
kuan,
and the life. If he doesn't remember what happened, then maybe it's best to keep it that way. Brilliant. We need to keep our cards close to our chest, and I'm not sure we can trust him.
Which could end in a lot.
Did I say I'm not sure we can trust him? Slip of the tongue, bit of the old brain fog. I meant to say that we should probably head over to the cabin and slay that princess. We already know we can't trust her, so let's get on with the show. Those are two very different questions, but fine. I'll indulge you if that's what it takes to get you moved. Let's say for a moment that this really is the second time you've met me, or at least a version of. If you're back here, I'm assuming you died, which probably only happened. We were just weighing our options in a morally ambiguous situation. You can't blame. I can if you failed to slay the princess, which you apparently did. So great. Congratulations. You've been given a... And I believe your other question was something along the lines of, oh, what's the point of doing anything? What do you mean? Of course there weren't any Yes, but in this purely hypothetical scenario, that if it's the latter, do you think the people there lived happily ever on? That's a very good point. This princess character seems like a lot of trouble, and if you think about it, actually slaying her probably breaks us out of this cycle, right? We don't want to be stuck. You're laying it on a little thick, aren't you? Laying it on a little thick? What are you talking about? I'm sharing my honest opinion. What matters is that almost everyone seems to be on the same page. So whenever you're ready, you can stop dawdling. Just be quick about it. She is just a princess. Whatever you think happened to you last time, just get it out of your head before you get to the cabin, and you'll be fine. Like I said, if she killed you, it was probably because you didn't listen to... Great. Now, if you don't mind, the whole world... A warning before you go any further. She will lie, she will cheat, and she will do everything in her power to stop
More
you
than
from
two
slaying
voices.
her.
Okay.
Don't believe a word she says. Don't worry, I think we've taken that lesson to heart at this point. You can trust us to get the job. The interior of the cabin is a mess of twisted roots. The walls a chaotic weave of knotted wood that, almost as if by accident, just happened to resemble a room. The floor is damp and earthy, and the only furniture of note is a slab of mud in the shape of a shelf, with a pristine blade perched on its edge. The blade is your implement. You'll need it if you want to do this right.
But admit I have been tempted to turn around a couple of times.
That's because there isn't a mirror. There's definitely a mirror, but he says there isn't one. That's got to count for some. Oh, I'm sure we look great. If only there was some sort of reflective surface we could examine. Absolute shame there isn't anything like that around here. You do see it, right? I don't know how to read you. I see all sorts of things, but do you see the mirror? It's a simple... I'm not lying to you. Use your eyes. There is no mirror. Why would I lie about something so meaningless? What good would a mirror even do? Let you waste time preening yourself and... Very different. Maybe that's because you haven't actually been here. I hope this means you'll finally drop that ridiculous past life nonsense. You haven't died, and you so focus up. You walk up to the wall next to the basement door. This really isn't... You reach forward and rub your... Well, at least we can all agree now that there's nothing to see here. No blade. Leaving it behind didn't work out so well for us last time. It'll always be here if we need it. Sure, that was also true last time and we still died, but we definitely know what we're doing this time. The door to the basement creaks open, revealing a staircase dug into the muddy earth below. The ceiling is thick with roots that hang like locks of tangled hair. The weak starlight from the cabin windows behind you can barely penetrate the gloom here, only illuminating the edges of an opening below. It shines in the darkness like the air smells of dirt and copper. It's thick and wet, as if your lungs are being coated in mud with each intake of breath. If the princess lives here, slaying her would probably be doing her voice skitters up from below.
Something nasty finds itself on my stairs. Come on down. Don't be scared. I probably won't bite. But you are. You're a wretched little thing. I recognize that voice as easily as I recognized your nervous little footsteps coming up the path. I know who you are, and I remember what you've done.
See? She knows us. Is this enough for you to believe what we've been saying? Maybe, but you shouldn't let that cloud your judgment. She's just a princess. She seems friendly enough. Maybe we can talk our way out of it. You can't. Unless you slay her right away, she's going to break free and end the world. There's no reasoning with what she is.
Not very nice at all.
I'm just throwing ideas out there. I like to think out loud. I'm the kind of guy who likes a discussion. Don't we want to hear what everyone has to say before making any big... Do you want to hear what everyone has to say? Or do you just want to hear yourself talk? You need to stop lingering. Your task is to slay the princess. Fine, fine. You're the boss. Thank you. You descend the basement steps, entering the dark room below. You can just make out the shape of the princess in the gloom. She's huddled against the far wall, her...
And there you are, once again seeming to offer a helping hand while likely hiding the other behind your back. Fine, I'll play along for now. What do you want?
She's acting like she already knows you. I guess what you said back in the woods really... That's pretty sharp. How'd you figure that one out? Call it deductive reasoning. So, you really don't remember us, do you? No, I don't. But you and the princess clearly have a shared reality, even if I'm not a part of it. I won't waste time fighting you on something that's clearly true. You fought us on it back in the woods. That was when the only perspectives we had were yours and mine. I'm just glad we could put all this behind us. Is it all behind us? Just focus on the task at hand. I don't care if you've been here before, and I don't care if you think you'll go somewhere else after this. My world is on the line right now, so I'd appreciate it if you would take this seriously and slay her. Let's chat her up a bit first. Maybe we can find a middle ground where don't talk to her. You're just going to make things more difficult than they have to be.
Well, I seem to remember you having a tongue. Is that a joke? Do you think a joke will charm my trust back? You'll have to try harder than that.
Ooh, smart. Let's apologize, get us back on the right foot.
The only mistake I ever made was thinking you would help me. And I'm not going to make the same mistake twice.
Well, that leaves us at a stalemate.
But unfortunately, I need you if I'm ever going to leave this place. don't need you to cut me out.
The princess grins as the chains fall from her wrist.
She could have gotten out of those the whole time. That sneaky little... A woman after my own heart, really. She knows how to hold her cards close to her chest.
This is why she can't just be abandoned here. If left to her own devices, she'll find a way out. Now
Yes, let's.
She creeps forward, taking one cautious step at a time until you and she are... She never breaks eye contact, even as the two of you find yourselves face to face. She's silent for a long moment, as if testing to see what you'll do now that she's within arm's reach.
After you, darling. You're the one it lets come and go. It's best if I follow.
Oh no, we can't have that. If anyone is going to turn their back on anyone else, she's going to turn her back on us.
It shouldn't matter who leads and who follows. We're working together here.
Well, if it doesn't matter, then she can go first. We may be in this together, but that doesn't mean we have to trust her.
Somebody has to go first, and it might as well be us. We're the ones who broke her trust last time. You're talking a lot about trusting someone who, by her very definition, cannot be trusted. I don't know how many more warnings I have to dole out, but if you...
That's right, you're the one who's going first. Don't worry, I'll be right behind you watching every single thing you do.
That's exactly what I'm worried about.
You step onto the stairs and begin your ascent from the basement. The princess follows close on your heels. Perhaps even a...
You're only saying that because you want us to feel nervous.
I do want those things, but I want them for a good reason. I don't need you to trust me for my sake, because I already know that I'm right. This is for you.
Can we...
No. The stairs are a bunch of overgrown roots. You'll trip and hurt yourself.
But...
The princess is silent as you both continue the climb, and, in no time at all, the upstairs...
Isn't that a relief? We're fine. Nothing happened.
You're not even going to wait until you're through that door to proudly claim your victory, are you?
Why did you just say that? I think we know why.
Together you tumble back down the uneven stairs, your body and hers crashing against the unyielding wooden roots, until finally you both separate with a bone-shaking thud against the basement floor. You feel something pop. The princess lands against the far wall, gasping as she struggles to recover from the impact. You're still in shock, trying to get a hold of yourself. She grins as you continue to remain exactly where you are, cackling derisively as she watches you realize that you won't be getting up.
Wait, why won't we be getting up?
I'm afraid your back is broken. One unlucky fall is all it takes, really, and you had several.
You know what? I'll say it. That sucks. I don't like having a broken back.
We were going to help her. Why? Why did she do that?
It's what I would have done.
Have you considered not being like that?
Of course not. It's what keeps us alive. And yet here we are, paralysed and stuck with someone who hates us in the basement of a remote cabin.
You must have known this was coming. The arrogance of turning your back to me after everything you've done.
Yeah, bro's definitely in his 40s. Poor bucket broke his back. Ouch.
Why would I ever trust you? Your hands have spilled my blood. And knowing that, you should never have trusted me either. You should have known I would never walk hand in hand with a loathsome thing like you. By our very natures, only one of us could make it upstairs unscathed. Someone had to make the first move. Better me than you.
See, this is why I wanted her to go first. I had this whole little scheme planned, where once she'd passed by the table upstairs, I'd have said,
Now pick up the blade and stab her in the back. And then you'd say something like, wow, that's an amazing... And then you would have done it and we wouldn't be stuck down here with a broken back. There's just one problem with that. And what's that? She was clearly planning to betray us. And if she was in front of us, she would have gotten to the blade first. Ugh, you're right, aren't you? I thought this whole thing was ironclad, but really it was doomed from the start, wasn't it? The princess's body twitches as she tries to get up. Ho ho ho! So she's got
Something inside me is broken. Isn't that a cruel twist of the knife? Isn't that so funny?
She eyes you with intensity, silence falling between you for a long moment as her gaze travels up and down your battered form.
She does. She's
Seems
broken
I'm
as
not
well.
The only one, though.
Wait, are we both just stuck here? Certainly seems that way. What a way to go. Look on the bright side. In all this chaos, you may have actually managed to deliver a lethal wound. The world could be saved after all.
We're going to die together. Isn't that a lovely treat? I wonder how long it'll take. Maybe I'll get to watch the worms lick your bones clean.
Is that really what's going to happen? Hello? Are you still there? What happens next? I think he's gone.
Something strange is twisting this place out of shape. I wasn't feeling much of anything, but now I feel cold.
She's gone. Where did she go? Should we try and find her? And there's that mirror again. Why is it here?
God, how many endings are in this game?
What is that supposed to mean? Whatever awful thing I felt before, it feels so much worse now. You better watch your back. You can't get rid of me that easy.
Alright, so take the blade and help her. Three more, okay.
Flickering lights and empty cityscapes become pockets of vitality and movement. Whenever you are ready, I will wipe your slate. Is a child the same as an infant? I am an unbroken pattern, but every vessel gives fresh perspectives and carves new avenues of... I'm sorry. Words are difficult for me. They never fully weave what I wish to say. If you do not like my answers, then you need not ask me questions. The vessels you choose to bring me carry far more meaning than anything words could say in the spaces beyond. Eyes close in reflection. Perspectives meld together, and the breadth of my experience stretches to new corners. There are contradictions, conflicts in my nature, and there are familiar. It feels correct. This is what I need to be. This is the only path forward.
This is kind of very cosmic horror-like, I think. Like, this is very, very interesting, very unique.
paths lead to worlds you've already seen, and to perspectives I have already made my own. They are useless to us now, inaccessible. With every gift you bring me, I excavate the alleys of what I am meant to be, and every exploration yields new and complicated truths. What I will be is different than what I am, and what I am is different from what I was. I cannot tell you what desires I will hold when I have changed. But in this moment, all I want is to know myself and to know you. Why wouldn't I be kind to you? You are the only thing I know that isn't me. Gifts aren't what someone tells you to bring them. Do not worry. There are no wrong answers, and every perspective illuminates my shadows and shares new secrets. This one is hope marred by bitterness and betrayal. She could see the end of the tunnel, and the door was closed on her. She will make for a righteous heart. Do not mourn her. She is finally on the other side.
I'm guessing so. Just by looking at all those hands, would get you assume that there's, lots and lots of different princesses.
My preference is for you to show me what you would like me to see. I cannot know the ways I wish to grow, for I have yet to feel them. It is you who guides me down the thin trail of perspective and memory. The vessels are a weave of emotion at odds with themselves, but they are only perspectives. They are not me. The wounds they've suffered carve texture around my heart. Without them, I would be as I was before. I would be alone and without sensation. I could not feel the joy of having you by my side, for I would not know your absence. If I am to be an ocean, you have given me enough to build a pond. My waters are shallow and murky. The task of finding my vessels is your burden to carry. I await your return, but it will give me time to reflect on what I am. We will meet again.
Your Honor? You make your way up the short path. The interior of the cabin is almost You take the blade from the table. It'd be rather... The door to the
Don't be a stranger. It's been so long since I've had any visitors. Come on down.
You walk down the stairs and lock eyes with the princess. There's a heavy chain around her wrist, binding her to the far wall of the basement. She's so coldly... Focus on the task.
That giant knife you're holding kind of gives it away, doesn't it?
The blade. Of course she doesn't want to talk. Who'd want to have a conversation at knife point? We should drop it. Don't you dare. It's fine. We can decide what we want to do after we talk to her. Maybe she really is a monster. The blade tumbles out of your trembling hands and drops to the floor with an unceremonious clap.
Thank you. Maybe now we can just talk.
Against your better judgment, you step forward to speak. We'll be fine. I don't know what you're hoping to accomplish here, but I can assure you there's no reasoning with her.
So here we are. What an awkward start to a relationship. I know. I just said that. Now why are you here to kill me?
That laugh. I think I'm in love. Stop it.
I have no idea. To be honest, I don't even know why I'm down here, or how I got here.
Dapat pangayo ang big heart.
I was kind of hoping you might be able to shed some light on the whole situation.
Don't just tell her that.
Is that why they threw me down here? But I don't want to hurt anyone. I like the world. I don't remember much about it, to be honest. I've been down here.
Just how long has she been down here?
If I'm supposed to be capable of ending the world, then how did I wind up here, chained to a wall? Have they told you why I'm allegedly so dangerous?
Sooner or later, you'll understand that I have your best interests at heart. Hopefully sooner.
How sweet. Now be a pal and help me get out of here, would you? We could figure out how to deal with them after I'm free. Fine. What do you want to know? Too long.
Note the lack of detail. She hesitates before answering.
You can address me as Your Royal Highness.
Again, she offers no specifics. You can't. Don't bother.
I'm guessing you don't have the key then. I'm sure there's a key somewhere around here. Well, we can always put that knife to good use.
Her sharp eyes settle on the... She isn't suggesting what I think she is. I'm sure of it.
Oh? Have you decided what to do with...
You know why you're here. Oh, you have to be kidding me. You walk up to the chains binding the princess. They're large and heavy, far too solid for you to even...
If you don't have the key, maybe you should go looking for it. I'm sure it...
Doubtful. Whoever locked the princess away down here intended for her to never see the light.
That would be fine. I can lose an arm.
She speaks with almost complete... If we were stuck down here for long enough, I'm sure we'd be nonchalant about cutting our way out. You attempt to make your... Is someone else here? Your shouts and plea. You're here. You try the door. I'll repeat. You make your way back to the bottom of the... Easier for whom? Easier for everyone.
I heard the door slam. They'll... The knife. Pick it up and cut me out of here.
You won't like what happens if you... Against your better judgment, you cut into her flesh. The blade is sharp, and you make quick work of it. She didn't so much as utter a sound. Free from her bindings, the princess turns to... How is she so composed after losing an arm?
Thank you. Now let's get out of here.
No, we won't have any of that. The stakes are too high. As the princess approaches the bottom stair, your body steps forward and raises the blade. Wait, this isn't fair. You can't just do that. Watch me. Stop that.
I thought this was a little too easy.
Your body lunges forward to sink the blade into her back, but the princess swiftly moves out of the way before... Stop it! Stop resisting me! I am trying to get you out of here alive. The blade. Move the...
You're doing your best to help me, aren't you? I can see the conflict in your eyes. I'll make this quick.
She steps forward and pries the blade from your rigid hands.
Maybe I'll see you in another life.
And then
Much
she
more
slips
confident,
over
that's for sure.
with an almost clinical ease. Her face remains unchanged as she watches you collapse to the ground, blood flowing from your butchered neck. This is the end, isn't it? I'm afraid it is. Everything goes dark, and you die. I hope it was worth it. You're on a path in the woods, and at the end of that path is a cabin.
Oh, exactly. It's the multiple
And in the
ones
basement
from
of
last
that
time.
cabin, you're here to slay her. My tricks? What on earth are you talking about? We've just met for the first time. Don't forget what he did to us the last time around. I wouldn't trust a word out of his mouth. There's got to be a way out of here, for us and for the princess. We just have to keep trying. I'm inclined to agree. If he doesn't remember what happened last time, maybe it's best to keep it that way. You know I can hear you two, right? It's going to be a lot harder than you think to keep secrets from. And as far as trying to help her goes, need I remind you how catastrophically dangerous she is to the world at large? Those are two very different questions, but fine. Let's say for a moment that this really is the second time you've met me, or at least a version of me. You died last time, which probably only happened because you... The absolute irony. Well, that's why... You really don't remember what happened last time, do you? You practically forced the princess to kill. That doesn't sound like the sort of thing I'd do, which is honestly all the more reason for you to not buy into whatever self-delusions the three of you are crafting. But this is a thought experiment, so I suppose I'll continue to give you the benefit of the doubt. If I did practically force the princess to kill you, it was probably for a good reason. Did you try and free her? Did you say something really mean to me? Because if I really did what you said I did, you probably deserved it. I'm a professional. Sure you are. Anyway, I believe your second question was, what's the point of doing anything? If you're asking that, it sounds... What do you mean? Of course there weren't any consequences. You forced the princess to kill us and now everyone's right back where they started. That sounds pretty consequence-free to me. Yes, but in this purely hypothetical scenario, that begs the question of how you got back here. Did time simply rewind itself? If it's the latter, what do you think happened after you died? Do you think the people there lived happily ever? What a conveniently ambiguous group of things for her to ruin. For all we know, the princess left the cabin and never saw another Oh, how I wish that were the case. But if the princess weren't a certain, inevitable threat to the world, the four of... You're talking in circles. No, I'm talking in fact. Just be quick about it. She just can. Believe me, I wish I could tell you more, but you'll just have to trust that what I'm saying is true, and that you haven't given us an ounce of proof. You do know that. What proof could you possibly ask for? Literally anything. Fine. Check your pockets. You put your hands in your pockets and pull out an envelope with the words, "The Evidence," written across the front. Within, you find a note in your handwriting. It reads, "The princess will end the world if you don't stop her. This is an immutable." That doesn't prove anything. How do we know you didn't just forge our handwriting? I wish I could tell you more, but there are some rules I have to follow for all our sakes. Please just trust that these rules are in place. You mean you're on our side as long as we do what you tell us to? Exactly. Because you not doing what I tell you to do means you're... I think we've got everything out of him we're gonna get. People locked her in that basement. Great. A warning. Before you go any further, she will lie. Yes, don't believe a word she says. Did you just say wink out loud? No, I didn't. Wink. Just ignore this clown and focus on the princess. The interior of the cabin is less a cozy woodland retreat and more like a dungeon. A few pathetic wisps of starlight attempt to illuminate the cold, uninviting stone walls, and thick, wrought iron bars barricade the windows, reminding anyone who enters that this is a prison. The only furniture of note is an iron table, bolted to the floor. A pristine blade. The blade is your implement. You walk up to the wall next to the base. What are you talking about? This isn't a wall. It's a mirror. You reach forward, but there was a mirror a second, and now it's gone. If he doesn't want us to know about it, it must be important. We should keep our eyes peeled. Maybe it'll be back.
It does. It does seem very heavy, doesn't it?
Very different. Yes, but why? Did he change it? Or did it change all on its own? Maybe it's a different cabin entirely. Now isn't that a novel thought? Maybe you haven't actually been here before. I hope this means you'll finally drop your ridiculous past life nonsense. You haven't died, so focus up. I'm afraid I'm going to insist we take the blade. We're in a dangerous situation and I'm not letting us go down there with it. Are you sure? She killed us with it last time. What if she turns it against us? Yes, I'm sure. And I've already got a plan. Still with those past life delusions, are we? I hope part of that plan is don't give the world-ending monstrosity your only weapon. Because unless you've decided to... Peachy. We'll be... Okay. Normally, yeah, but not about this. Call it a reflex. We take the knife as we go. Wonderful. You do exactly that, sweeping the blade from the table before proceeding. Don't worry about it. We have a knife, so what? It's not like we have. No, you don't have to do anything, but you do well to use it regardless. Moving on. The door to the basement creaks open, revealing an old stone staircase. A few sputtering torches attempt to vaguely illuminate your path. Her voice, harsh but controlled.
Is that a visitor I hear? Please, come downstairs.
Does she remember us? You walk down the stairs and lock eyes with the princess. She looks up at you, the heavy collar around her neck clanking loudly as she moves. The chains binding both her wrists to the far wall, joining the metallic chorus as she adjusts her hands in her lap. So much for cutting her out of here. Do you hear yourself right now? Cutting her out of here never should have been on the table. That was there last time too, wasn't it? It was.
What an interesting development. Why don't you have a seat? The two of us should chat before you bury that thing in my heart.
You step towards the princess, but she stops you before you get too close, holding up one shackled hand.
There's fine. I'd prefer we keep some distance until we've sorted this out.
That's reasonable. We do have a weapon. Might as well put her at ease. You do as she asks and sit on the floor, still a good distance away from her.
Thank you. Now, what are your intentions for me? I don't know, but you could always try it on. Maybe it'll fit.
I hope I don't actually have to say this, but please don't lock yourself in chains. We need you
Oh, are we talking about that? I thought we weren't going to give away the game. But sure, I'll fill you. Nothing happened. You died. I went upstairs. I couldn't leave. I found myself in a new place in chains again. More of them. And now you're back.
Is that really all she knows? It's not like we have much of a clue about how things work. And she's probably even more in the dark than we are.
You're looking at me like I might be hiding something. I'm not.
I guess it's possible she really doesn't know anything. Maybe both of us are stuck in this loop without any idea why or how. I guess what you said back in the woods really was true. As much as it's complicated things. Ideally, this was supposed to be one and done. You go to the cabin, you heroically slay the princess, and in the the situation right now, where you're getting a second shot at things, a contingency for you failing, obviously. And you being here means that things are going to be a lot harder than they were. I really shouldn't say anything else, I'm just going to make it worse. Just good luck. Now hold on, if you knew this could happen, why didn't you believe us back in the woods? Why lay out all those hypotheticals? I needed you to believe this was your first time here, even if that wasn't the truth. I hoped if I pushed back hard enough I could cram this seeping mess back into the bottle. And maybe I wanted to be the first version of me that you met. I didn't want to be confronted by the alternative. That's pathetic. I never said I wasn't. I get it. It would be pretty upsetting, wouldn't it? To know that you might not be the first version of yourself. At least we can remember what happened before. Seems like we should count ourselves lucky for that. Exactly, he gets it. You're lucky, so don't waste that luck by messing it up again. All right? Moving on. Why is it important for us to be ignorant? How is it ever helpful to be in the dark? The more I say, the more your mind will swim into dangerous waters. Even saying that is too much. Your success hinges on you having imperfect information. For the sake of the entire world, you need to accept that. I won't. Just give it a rest, this isn't helping.
Focus. This is a serious situation. You shouldn't be daydreaming. Yes, your intentions. You have a knife. What are you going to do with it? Why are you here? There isn't a keyhole in these shackles, and I don't see any keys in your hands either. So I'm afraid my only way out is another surgical removal.
Is she forgetting about the shackle on her neck? Or does she think she'd survive a beheading? You're right. Maybe she's delusional. All the more reason not to trust her. Unless she really could survive.
Though I suppose you could just be here to kill me. But I don't think that's in either of our best interests. No. Like I trust you to come any closer with that knife. All you're going to do is hand it to me and watch me work.
But she would have to cut her head off, right? She can't be suggesting that.
She certainly seems confident. Maybe she knows something we don't.
Or maybe you should consider the most likely scenario. She's bluffing so she can disarm you.
Though if she isn't bluffing, whatever she has planned might be for her benefit alone. There's no guarantee that what's good for her is good for us.
So, what should we do?
I don't know. I'm just spelling out our options, listing the pros and cons.
Then let me help you. I'll start with the cons. If you're handing her your weapon, the cons are that she might use it to escape and end the entire world, and she might use it to kill you. That doesn't sound great. What about the pros? There are none.
The pros are that we can't trust him, possibly even more than we can't trust her. And whatever she has planned could do something to mess with what he has planned. Or maybe they're both screwing us over in their own ways.
I do. So I guess this all comes down to which of us caves first. And it's not going to be me. I'm extremely patient.
It's probably better if we take action anyway. No use trying to wait her out. That's playing to her strengths.
Alright, we'll give her the knife.
Slide it over.
No, absolutely not. I am not letting you hand your only weapon over to the world-ending princess. Until you come up with any other idea, like, say, I don't know, doing your job and slaying her.
You tried this last time. Do you want to know how it went for you?
Oh, I remember. She killed us, which, by your estimation, ended the world.
Oh, worry. Exactly. If I were you, I wouldn't be too keen on repeating your mistake. Hell, we could even force your hand and do it ourselves. I'm not afraid of dying again.
A little? I think you got your point across. Fine. You slide the blade across the floor. The princess maintains unsettling eye contact as she reaches down to pick it up.
Thanks.
She pulls up her hair, smiling slightly as she raises the blade to her throat. What is she doing? She doesn't say another word as she cuts into her own neck. No. Her eyes stare forward, unblinking, as she saws through skin, veins, cartilage. At last she reaches bone, the blade grinding audibly against her vertebra as it continues to slice its way through her neck. I'll be damned. She's actually doing your job for you. Why would she do that?
Huh. So that's her play.
Killing herself?
She isn't dead yet.
Finally, you hear a snap. Her eye twitches. There's an uneasy silence. She remains motionless for a long moment, her twitching eye the only movement in the room, until at last it stops in an unsettling half-wink. Her head twists slowly to the side, flopping to her shoulder, and her neck opens. The remaining tissue is not enough to hold the weight of her severed head. It stretches and tears until finally it falls to the floor, completely free. It bounces a few times before rolling to a stop at your feet. Oh no, oh no, oh no, what did we do? Can we put it back? Please tell me we can put it back. The princess's eyes stare up at you, dead. Congratulations! You saved the world.
Huh. So I guess that's it. What a way to go. But she is gone, isn't she?
I hate this. Can we just get out of... Of course, the princess is slain and the world is saved. Whenever you're ready, you can proceed to your reward.
Now hold on, she's dead. So what's the rush? What's your angle?
I don't have an angle. I'm just looking forward to putting all this behind us. I'm sure you can understand that.
Look, I'm just not ready to put my guard down. It's best to keep sharp. She wouldn't have done all that without some kind of a reason. She's left us with this dangling thread, and
You're just wasting your energy. The danger has passed, and now we can all relax and enjoy your reward. Ugh, fine. You pick up the princess's severed head, its neck stump still oozing bodily fluids. Then make your way back upstairs to the first floor of the cabin.
Did you see that? I could have sworn she moved.
She didn't. She's dead. But what if she's not? Are you listening to yourself? Do I need to explain to you why decapitation is lethal? The door to your bountiful reward is right in front of you. All you have to do is open it.
I did notice that. There was a bit of a wink there.
You open the cabin door, ready to return to a world saved from certain doom. Only, a world saved from certain doom isn't what you find. Instead, what you find is... Wait, no, that's not right.
Well played.
This is the end of the world, isn't it? I always thought I'd at least have time to explain myself before I had to watch it happen. It's already... over? Is he gone?
But we're still here. Maybe it wasn't the end of the world after all. Maybe it was just the end of his.
Thanks for carrying me up here. I had to take it on faith that you would know what to do. I'm glad I was right to trust you. So, this is the outside. Maybe it's just my lack of body, but it's colder than I expected.
She's gone. Where did she go? And there's that mirror again. This doesn't feel right. It feels different.
You're right. Part of me wants the truth, but something stronger is holding me back.
I am a growing chorus of contradiction, a mass of tides ebbing and flowing all at once in more directions than my attention can bear to hold. To look at any one is to shift them all into something new, and to look away is to reshape them yet again. All of me is changing, and yet the rest of me is still the same.
Exactly, when'd you get it? And,
Sa Facebook.
yeah, it's strange.
It changes me, but it doesn't make me worse, nor does it make me care for you any less. Does it make you worse? Do you resent me? It says that your heart is gentle, that even in the darkness you are guided by compassion. This one is cold and cynical. She has protected herself when others could not. She will make for a clever heart. Do not mourn her. She doesn't need to be protected any longer.
Alright, we'll try turning around when we get out.
My perspectives are shadowed. You have seen what I have seen, just as I have seen what you have seen. The angles of my vantage do not offer me hidden truths. Perhaps this will change when our work is done. And yet my waters flow and my streets bustle. There are no words that can describe me into non-existence. There is no logic that can bind my multitudes. I am everything that you have known me to be, but I am also none of. I care about your gifts, but I have no preferences to burden you with. Even if I did, I would never dare to tarnish our relationship by assuming myself above you. The desires of my multitude thrive in endless competition with themselves, but none of I yearn for what I have always yearned for, our awakening. Other desires shrink in the light of knowing you and knowing me. The tides do not dictate where they are pulled. A river. My gift to you is to let you choose your path, and my task is to. We will know when we near our destination. I will be here when it is time for us to meet again.
Seriously? You're just going to turn around and leave? Do you... There won't be a new dawn if the world ends. There'll just be nothing. Fine. I suppose you just quietly continue down the path away. Good. What we're being asked to do here is wrong. Better to wash our hands of this whole situation than to take... Ignore that annoying little voice. He doesn't know what he's talking about. That's strange. It looks like this path also leads to the cabin. How convenient. Everything's back on track again.
Same but reflected, so is it worth going into and seeing how everything's opposite here?
That's great to hear. As a warning, before you go any further. She will lie, she will cheat.
Too late.
Fortunately, we can't just... The interior of the...
You are? It's been so long since anyone's come down here. I was starting to think they'd forgotten about me.
You walk down the stairs and lock eyes with the princess. She's beautiful. I am begging...
Whoops.
She pauses, carefully formulating her words.
You can address me as Your Royal Highness.
Is Princess? The princess hesitates before she doesn't know. She knows what she'd do.
Are you looking for the truth, or are you looking for the right answer? Because with the dynamic we have going on here, I don't think the specifics of what I do really matter. It's not like you'd believe me.
More scarier.
Thank you. You turn back to the stairs.
Where are you going? You can't just leave me here. You'd better hope for your own sake that I don't slip these chains before you make it back to...
Slip these chains? She can't, right? She has to be bluffing, but I'd hurry if I were you. You rush up to the first floor, grabbing the blade, both yours and... Okay. If we're sure about this decision, I'll support it. I suppose we have a world to save, after all. You slowly creep down the basement stairs. Where the princess sat only a moment ago, there's only a severed arm, its cooling flesh still chained to the wall. And she... Is it just me? Or did this room get a lot bigger?
Oh crap.
Your eyes dart to the corner. Where is she? You close the door behind you. Almost magically, its locks immediately click into place. Maybe they'll open if you finish the job.
I can wait. I'm very patient.
You do your best to patiently wait her out. But eventually, exhaustion starts to set in. Come on, wake up. We can't fall asleep down here. You wait for as long as you can, pushing yourself to stay awake and stay vigilant. But you can't outwait someone who's been waiting for as long. You barely even realize that you've started to drift. Pain tears you from your sleep. The princess is upon you, ripping into your flesh, unnaturally sharp teeth and claws severing arteries and digging. There's nothing to be done. You're already... It can't just end like this. As much as I'd prefer for things to have gone differently, I can't deny the reality of what's happened. Everything goes dark, and you die.
The beast.
You're on a path in the woods. You're here to slay her.
You have already committed to my completion. You cannot go further astray.
What? I can't. I can't turn around and leave. Right, let's go.
A warning. Before she will lie. Does a cat lie to a cornered mouse when it plays with its freedom? I don't see why that matters. A lie's a lie, and she could have gotten out of there whenever she wanted to. We should trust nothing that she tells us, only what we hear and smell. That's a very roundabout way of saying that you should listen to me and take this serious. Maybe. The interior of the cabin is ruinous and dilapidated. It feels like no one has lived here for a long time. Wind rushing in through cracks and holes in the... The blade is your implement. You'll need it if you want to do this. You walk up to the wall next... What are you talking about? You reach forward and rub your hand, but there... And now it's gone.
Let's just enter it without taking the knife.
Do you think we can talk our way out of this? I guess we'll just have to trust that we made the right call. It'll still be here if we need it. The door to the basement creaks open, revealing what's left of an old wooden staircase. The air seeping up from below is... She growls.
I can smell you.
She sounds almost impatient. Or maybe you carefully make your way down the stairs. The last step gives way to the damp earth floor of a starlit pit. The walls are obscured by an impenetrable darkness, giving the illusion that the room might stretch on forever. You brush against the wide leaves of plants that surround you on all... The jungle is pressing in on us, hiding her from view. She could be anywhere.
Oh yeah.
You see only a flash of the princess before she scurries away into the Remember, she's just a princess. She is certainly not just a princess. You're not helping. It doesn't matter what she is. It only matters what she does. Her shining eyes appear between the leaves, staring hungrily at you from the dark.
I can hear your heart pounding from the bottom of the stairs, fledgling. You're right to be terrified. I'm so much more than you.
A shiver rushes up your spine and pulls you upright. The air's shifting. She's getting ready to pounce. Move, now. There's a shift in the humid air, and something enormous, the princess, lunges from the shadows, her maw unhinged and dripping, her eyes fierce and full of hunger. She is too quick to outrun, too nimble to outmaneuver, too determined to overpower. This is her domain. You are devoured. I guess that's it then, isn't it? Unfortunately for you, no. This isn't it. You are in a dark and caustic place. A thick, fibrous lining constricts around you, its slick surface impossible to grip. Your hands scrabbling uselessly.
What, she's going to digest me?
As they compress in on you.
You spoke when you needed to act.
The liquid pooling beneath you starts to seep into your skin. You itch, then sting, then burn.
When I killed you, I tried to leave this place, but it wouldn't let me. You belong down there, it screamed at me. The world is better off without you in it.
The flesh around you rumbles as the princess begins to move, her thundering footfalls twisting you helplessly about. Your skin protests as the corrosive liquid sloshes around you, but there will be no respite for you in sight.
But you don't belong down here. You came from somewhere else. You came from out there. So I consumed your dead heart, and I carried it in my throat, and I draped what was left of you on my back, and I threw myself against that...
She stops, her muscles tensing around you, and through the muffling layers of her flesh, you hear the whine of straining metal. And with a pop, she lurches forward, your body lurching right along with her. Her chains. She's loose.
But even then, it denied me freedom. You cannot fool me by draping yourself in decay. I know your true nature, and it is suffering.
Gravity pulls at you as you're hefted upwards, the distant creaking of ancient wooden steps barely audible over the thudding of the prince.
And then it was gone, and I was here. A new enclosure, a nicer cage. But still, I learned from my wounds. You're alive now. We can leave.
Does that work? Could she free herself if we're alive in here? Do you really need me to give you a definitive answer for you to understand that the situation is we don't have steel, but we have tooth and claw? Tear through her before we are her.
Does, doesn't it? Alright, let's do that.
Like the cornered animal you are, you tear against the thick membranes of her stomach with every part of you that can be made sharp. Nails, claws, teeth, hands, feet.
I can feel you tearing through me, but are you swift enough for it to matter?
Your body is violently jostled, the disruption causing burning skin to slop from raw muscle, and you hear what you can only assume is the princess pulling against the door to the cabin.
The cage is still locked.
Again you tear, heart pumping with adrenaline, your ulcerating hands a blur of feverish motion fueled by the desperation to fight against the pulling that turns to banging as the princess desperately throws everything at the cabin door. Your flesh screams as you're reddened.
You can't hold me forever.
Your energy is fading, but you can hear her heart thumping somewhere close. There's so little of you left. Your fingers reduced to bone, your nerves bare and screaming, the acid pooling around you now a soup of your skin and meat. You are a spark of will driving a melted corpse. But will can never truly exceed the limits of the flesh. Your vision finally begins to blur. What little air remains in this rancid stew of flesh and slippery organs is finally too foul to breathe, and your lungs mercifully give out before you have to suffer.
Chapter 3.
We are a path in the woods. We have no beginning, and we have no end. But something cold and unnatural sits watching us from just beyond our edge. His gaze pushes against our borders, curling them in on themselves, preventing them from stretching to the places they need to reach.
No, that's all wrong. You're not a path in the woods, you're on a path in the woods. Who's even saying that? That's not the princess, is it? Oh no. How many times have you been here? I think this is our third? That's bad. That's very, very bad. It wasn't even supposed to reach 2. If you're at 3, well, no wonder things aren't the way they're supposed to be. Let's get our facts straight. What happened last time? What could you have possibly done for things to be like this?
The thing that sits beyond our edge speaks his logic into us. He tries to grasp at things that cannot be, tries to stare with wide pupils at that which can only be held from the corner of the eye or with a passing glance.
Shut up. The rest of you, talk. What happened? Can she hear us if we talk?
I can hear everything, little one, but you don't have to be afraid of me. There's no place where you end and I begin. Nothing can hurt you here. Not anymore.
That's just because she devoured us and we dissolved away. We don't even exist as a body anymore. We're still here, though. And if we're safe... She ate you. And now you're convinced that you're stuck together.
He doesn't understand. We aren't convinced of anything, and we aren't stuck together. We're one. This is how we're supposed to be. Can't you feel it?
I guess that's it then. This is us now.
I'm not watching you, I'm trying to help you. That's not an answer to our question.
I don't know what he is. I only know that he is something other, and that he wishes for you and I to tear ourselves apart.
I do want that, but only because it's in your best interests. It's in everyone's best interests. You won't be able to slay her unless you remove yourself from her.
He wants us to kill each other.
I don't. I want you to kill her. Don't be charmed by her faux solidarity. She's the only one who poses a threat to the world, and she's trying to make you go along with it. You don't have to enable her, especially when you have what it takes to stop her.
We push back. It may feel like he's everywhere, but presence isn't strength. Otherwise, he would have torn us apart by now. There must be a crack in the walls of this prison. There must be a way for us to be free from him.
She's trying to use you. After everything she's done, you should be able to see that. I may not have been around to witness it, but clearly you remember what happened. How about you try remembering how it all felt? You fall inward into a network of connections too vast for your mind to occupy. Are you a path in the woods? Are you a body? Can you even grasp?
We can change to fill them together.
We don't need to be everywhere. We just need to test the boundaries. You'd do best to remember that some wounds will never heal. Some rifts can never be mended. Even in rebirth, some things. What is he going on about? What does he know about us?
This is all too much. Why can't we just let her do as she sees fit? She's the one who can handle being vast. It's not for us.
You aren't whole. You'll never be whole again. This struggle is meaningless. Whatever you think you're doing, you will fall apart.
We don't need to be made whole. All we need to do is find a single corner of his cage and break it.
You stretch and search and stretch and search, growing as you decay and decaying as you grow. As you strain beyond your limits, the ground around you becomes dry and unstable and crumbles into nothing beneath you. This place will fall apart before you find its end. This task, whatever it is you think you're doing, is impossible. All he has are words, and words aren't real. We're real.
I can hold us together for a little while longer, so long as you trust me.
Of course we do.
You won't find anything. If I have to starve you, if I have to sacrifice my world to keep the princess at bay, I'll do it. Don't move an inch. Don't grow another blade of grass or harvest the remains of another dying creature so you can expand just that much. I think it's too late for that, mate.
I'm at your side. Shatter it and free us all.
No, stop!
Is this what he kept from us? Is this why he made us kill each other?
It's beautiful. We need to be there. We won't be safe until we are. We won't be whole.
Where did it go? Why is everything so cold?
She's gone. Where did she go? Oh, there's that mirror again. This doesn't feel right. It feels... That thing reeks of death. I don't want to look at us.
The remains. Yeah, that was quite fascinating what was happening there. It's got me asking many more questions.
There's a world beyond the endless walls of the long quiet. We're supposed to be there. Do you know what we'll find out there? There is a warmth and sadness in me at the thought of people. Fresh tears on a winter's day. They are not like us. They do not last. We are real. Nothing is an idea that dwells in the absence of something. This one is like a shadow of me, twisting vines in search of answers. She will make for a curious heart. Do not mourn her. She has found what she yearned for. No, their thoughts are quiet. Do you think your narrator lives in the spaces beyond? Do not look to one who fears me for your truth. The only answers worth knowing are those we can find with. If I did, I would already be awake.
Level 6 pa lang.
1. Whatever you bring me next will be enough, and then gravity will pull the others back to me. I will be singular. These gifts are a conversation, and each one shows me the contours of your heart. The only thing I want to see is what you choose for me when the thread is fully drawn. You've already tried waiting, but I understand if you need more time. I'll wait. The next time I see you, each of us will finally know what we are. I will be here, waiting for you.
Seriously? Fine. I suppose. Good. Ignore that annoying little voice. He doesn't know what he's talking about. That's strange. It looks like this path also leads. You're really keen on waiting. your silence is deafening. But fine, you turn around and trek back down the path you came. Oh, would you look at that? You're at the cabin again. Now...
Sayang.
Alright, let's do it one more time and see what happens.
There's always a choice. But we can't just go through with this and listen to him. The interior... You take the blade from... The door to the basement...
Oh, are you now? Why don't you come down and let me take a look at you?
Great job. You gave away the element of surprise. Good luck, hero. You walk down the stairs.
How about you drop the knife and the two of us just talk?
Look how reasonable she's being. Don't you dare. The blade tumbles.
Thank you.
Against your better judgment, you step forward to speak. We'll be fine. I don't know what you're hoping to accomplish here.
Don't jump to any weird conclusions. We're two people who have met each other. Do you? So, you're not going to share? How pointless. If you want to talk, I'll talk. But this isn't talking.
You can't. Don't bother.
I'm guessing you don't have the key. Well, we can always put that knife.
Her sharp eyes. She isn't suggesting she is.
Oh? Have you decided what to do with...
You know why you're here. Oh, you have to be kidding. You walk up to the chains, bind. They're large and heavy. Far too...
If you don't have the key, maybe you should go looking for it.
Doubtful. Whoever...
I'll be here.
You attempt to make someone else... You make your way back. Easier for whom? Easier for... Against your better judgment. No, we won't have any of that. Stop that. Thank you. You swing your arm towards her throat, the blade, but she's ready for it. She grabs your arm, her grip like a stone vice. You drop the blade. Pathetic, she lets go, and faster than you can react, rears back and hits you with a bone-shattering. There's a ringing in your ears. You're fairly certain you can feel bone grinding against bone where she fractured your jaw, but your body isn't allowing you to feel. You fall to your knees. You're barely able to bring your trembling arms up to defend yourself before she hits you, and every blow is as punishing as the first. You feel bones shatter with every impact, unknown.
You poor thing. I'll go ahead and put...
She places a confident heel on your chest and pushes you down to the ground. Her knee falls to your throat, your windpipe crushed beneath a weight you didn't think her slight form could possibly... It can't just end like... I'm sorry. but it's everything goes dark, and you die.
Damn, Princess
You're
gave
on a
beat down.
path in the woods, and at the end of that, you're here to slay her.
You have already committed to my completion.
A warning, she will lie. We might as well. Can we tell? I'm not being a pessimist. I'm just being. You're being annoying. Just ignore their bickering and what. I agree. Rescue. So please, if that's what you want. The interior of the cabin is larger and more grandiose than its humble exterior would suggest. The only furniture of note is a massive marble altar with a The blade is your implement. Why do we feel so... We don't feel small. You walk up to the wall. What are you talking about? You reach forward and rub your hand against the... We should count ourselves lucky. Some things are better left. You take the blade from... The door to the basement creaks. It's still a stone basement. Her booming voice rolled.
Is that a guest I hear? Don't linger on the stair.
You weren't kidding when you said it was boo. We need to get down there. Should we be worried about your sudden change in attitude? It doesn't matter what that little voice says. He's not the one making the decisions. Though if his ramblings get you to the princess, they get you... Making your way down the spiral staircase is a time-consuming and exhausting effort, every step requiring you to clamber over one edge before dropping to the next. But soon the end comes into view, and you tumble to the princess towers over you, almost glowing in the weak starlight, her figure framed by a stained glass window. Her long hair billows around her, and the chain is nothing to her. It might as well be a toy for all the good it would do. I told you.
The little bird has returned to me. I wonder what he wants. You brought that knife again, even though you know it's useless. Such charming audacity. Drop it.
As if on command, the blade slips from your grasp. But we didn't drop it. We decided to grip it tighter, remember? Are you really just going to let that happen to us? I have a duty to report facts as facts, and the fact is that you dropped the blade. Of course we dropped it. She's so much more than us. Oh, I understand what's going on, and you'd better snap yourself out.
Kneel. Oh, are you still trying to defy me? I said kneel.
Your legs buckle, and your knees hit the floor.
That's my good little bird. Now, why don't we talk? The last time we met, you couldn't even scratch me. And yet here you are again, trying to succeed where you've already catastrophically failed.
Clearly she's evolved into the goddess.
What draws you back here beyond the empty halls of death? Speak.
The last time we met, nobody should have met her before this.
Then you shouldn't have trusted us. There was nothing we could do to...
He's being melodramatic, but yeah, we've been here before and she absolutely destroyed us. That's worrying. Whatever you do, don't tell her why you're here. It's best not to give her any ideas. You weak-willed buffoon.
Is that so?
The princess closes her eyes in contemplation.
Something about that thought wraps itself around my heart. It feels like a fundamental truth to my being that I'd somehow forgotten. The collapse of the old is a necessary prelude to the birth of the new.
And the world as it is now is over. It's time for me to seize my destiny. And you, little bird.
She's inevitable. There's nothing else for us to do but help.
This isn't about desire. This is about what I am. And I have little interest in discussing destiny with one that cannot see the divine truth that shines. Know the limits of your privilege, little bird. There's an empty place at my side for you to fill, if you'll have it. But it is not a place for an equal. It is a place for something worthy to be kept. A priest, perhaps, or a pet. All you have to do is break these chains and set me free.
Don't be rude. Of course she can. It's not rude to question someone who's apparently trying. That's exactly why it's rude.
I can, easily. But that isn't what I want to do. The story of a terrible and bountiful god unbounded of her own will is no story at all. It's not worthy of everything I am, or everything I'm bound to become. The destruction in Genesis that's to follow in my wake is deserving of a song that can... the song of you, being so struck by my glory, so overwhelmed by... and from your act of utter devotion and submission springs a new dawn. Submit now, submit later. It makes no difference. Because in the end, no matter how vainly you struggle against me, my will triumphs over yours.
Well, it kind of is her game. That's why she probably has main character syndrome.
I see. Perhaps you need another lesson in submitting to your betters. Pick up that needle.
Do it. It's what she... No objections here. I don't know what she's planning, and I don't like that we don't know what she's planning, but we might as well pick up the... As your eye falls on the blade, you feel a weight. Some divine hand that sits unperceived by your senses, but that manages to push... You reach forward and grasp.
Stand!
This one's easy. See?
Okay, yeah. We can...
Damn, I can't select anything. This is annoying.
You can feel a creaking tension between body and will as you slowly rise to your feet. The princess eyes you with soft contemplation. The moment seems to last a lifetime. The silence...
To define me is to claim we stand on level ground. We do not. Take that knife in your hand and slit your throat.
What? You don't have to listen to her. You're armed. Just steel your nerves, step forward. Oh, we'll end this all right. Your hand lifts the blade and brings it towards your throat. Okay, I apologize for the unclear language. End her.
No, I'm not going out like this. I'm going to actually slay her.
Your body is sluggish and unresponsive, actively fighting against you, but you do your best to stagger forward. One step at a time, you move towards the princess.
Slitting your throat would have been a mercy, but it seems you're in need of a harsher lesson. Plunge that knife into your lungs.
I'm sorry. Don't...
As you take another step forward, the blade digs into your ribs, slicing through flesh with ease. It somehow feels like an entirely natural thing to do, then it slides back out, the wound burning as a small hiss of air escapes through the fresh orifice.
Now, do it again. Keep doing it until I give...
Those are just words. You don't have to listen.
It's what she wants.
You, heroic one, what are you doing? Don't just let this happen. Stop him from killing. I'm on it. Your other hand locks around your wrist, struggling to keep it from perforating vital organs. But the blade still flails towards you, managing to slice bits of skin that plop to the floor to join the growing pile of blood and gore beneath you.
What a pitiful display. A wounded little bird, thinking it can defy... It doesn't have to be like this. It doesn't have to hurt so much. You can choose a gentle end. You can choose to leave that punctured vessel for the next. Or you can pathetically struggle against yourself until the floor of this temple is painted with the bloody impressions of your futility.
You continue to approach the princess, even as the repeated gouges of your blade expose bone and muscle to the...
You know, this would be a lot easier if you gave us a hand.
My influence only goes so far, and I can only juggle so many things at once. The best I can do right now is to continue to drive you forward. Believe me, this whole ordeal would be so much...
You're the one making things difficult. You're the one making us hurt. She doesn't want to hurt us.
Stop.
As you finish crossing the room, you fall to your knees at the princess's feet, your chest heaving as your blood pools in the crevices of the stone floor, the coppery taste coating your throat. The princess kneels down, lifting your chin with her finger as her face lowers to yours.
Your devotion is misplaced. You've surrendered to delusion. But something about your defiant spirit speaks to me. You are different than you were before. Perhaps, if you've learned your lesson, I can spare you from the release of death.
That's a little demeaning, isn't it? Yes, how thoughtful of her.
It's a mercy.
I think he's given up whatever say he had at the start of all this. At least one of you is sane. She's within striking distance, and she's only negotiating now because she knows you have what it takes to put an end to her. Seize them.
No.
Yes. Though your body trembles, struggling to defend itself in the face of the princess's overwhelming will, you finally manage to break through, darting to her side before she can react. The wind of your freedom rushes through you, and you channel it into a decisive blow, stabbing into the soft flesh of her ankle and severing the tendons in an act of unyielding defiance. She falls to the floor, crashing unceremoniously to her knees. But you don't give her any time to recover. Your heart pounding with determination, you plunge your blade into her chest. As you find your target again and again, she laughs, crude emotion breaking through her once stony composure as your... We can do this, can't you? Always could. The decision to give you this task was not made lightly.
It's not too late to pick up the pieces. It's not too late to toss that blade aside.
Shut up.
I can't believe you would actually strike me. You heathen!
Before you can strike the final blow, the princess lashes out, knocking you off your feet. There's an unsettling wet pop as your spine breaks, numbness and pain spreading through your body. As you rebound towards the ceiling in a moment of disorientated lightness, She drives her. Your body is crushed as she pulverizes you into the floor, the ground itself breaking from the impact. You lie there, broken, beyond pain, unable to even see what she's done to you. But the princess is succumbing to her own wounds as well. She looks down upon her body in abject horror.
You made me use my hands. I can feel myself twisting into something new, something dull, something defiled. What have you done to—
You're monsters and conspirators. I can't. The princess has been nothing but cruel to you. You should feel liberated.
But I don't feel liberated.
Aside from the pain, I feel fine. She collapses to the floor. Her glassy eyes watch, unblinking, yet somehow still full of anguish and fear, as the two of you perish together. I suppose we were never gonna get a happy ending here, were we? Don't let those be your final thoughts. You saved the world. That's worth something, I guess. Regardless of how you feel about it, it's finally over. Thank you. Everything goes dark, and you die. You're on a path in the woods, and at the end of the path... Okay, what the hell is that? I think he's upset. What's he got to be upset about? We just killed a god!
Exactly. You heathens destroyed the most beautiful thing that ever was. That ever
Insane. Alright, this should be interesting.
I can't say I have much sympathy for you. She was bad for us and you almost got us. You're being too generous. He did get us killed. Alright, enough chatter. Got a thing I'm supposed to do, and if you don't mind, I'd like to do it without any more... Okay, great, you're listening. You're on a path in the woods, and at the end of that path is a... If your thing is telling us about the princess, don't waste your breath. We know all about her, and it's hardly a... Look, if the world around you is changing, especially all the way out here, then that means you're nearing the point of no return. Whatever happens next, that's it. There won't be any more do-overs.
So what if I'm speaking my mind? It's not like I've ever really got...
What a crock of shit. Yeah, you stabbed us last time. It didn't even work. It doesn't count. We died! If you didn't submit to her, for all we know, that wouldn't have happened.
It's the punishment you all deserved for not...
Aside from our sulking friend, I don't think you have much to worry about. You're still the one in charge here, and I don't think that's... The second he tries something, I'll put a stop to it. Then what happens? Have you even been listening? It's the end. Yeah, but is there something... How am I supposed to know? The end means finality. It's not like I can just peek on over to the other side and tell you what it's like there. It doesn't matter, because we're going... Now that's exactly the sort of mindset I like to see. Don't let yourself be consumed with self... Good. We're all on the same page. It isn't long before you find yourself at the end of the path, staring up at the cabin on the hill. That's it? No final... I'd rather not waste any more time. I'm sure that any...
If there's still a princess at the cabin, maybe we can salvage things.
Oh, cut it out, will you? We need to be tough right now. The interior of the cabin is a place that feels long forgotten. There was once an elegance to its construction, carved marble, but that is how it was. Now there is a growth that has overtaken it. A viscous fluid seep. That's horrible. You did this. The only furniture of note is a pulsating pedestal. The blade is your implement. A mirror? There is no mirror. There's the pedestal, the blade sitting on the pedestal, and just tell us where the door is. I'd like to get back to fight. I don't know what to tell you. There isn't a mirror because I would know if there was a mirror. You're either seeing things or you're confused on what are you trying to say.
He thinks we've lost it.
That's an unnecessarily melodramatic way. It went away after we touched it last time. Let's just... You step forward and approach the door to the basement, hesitating before you open it. As if you don't see it. It really is just like last time. Smash it. Smash it to pieces. Don't you want to know what we'll see in there?
Nah, I'm with him on this one. Smash it!
Do whatever you want with it. The mirror isn't real, so how you handle it doesn't matter. You reach forward and drag your hand across the door leading to the basement. As if on command, it slowly slides open, scraping against the stone floor, its ancient hinges moaning as it reveals the dim path ahead.
I think we talked to her.
Why am I not surprised? You step forward into the darkness. The stairs leading down to the basement are at once both narrow and grand. The air is thick, its odor an oppressive vibe, her voice a bellowing rage.
Was severing the tendons of my ascension not enough for you? Was it not enough to rend my divine heart? Come, see the horrors you've wrought upon my flesh. See how you've soured my...
She's so angry with us. Why? You've got to stop thinking about her like that. It isn't doing any...
She's not some untouchable god. She's an...
Whatever she is now is out. She was going to end the world last time. If I might interject, you didn't make her into an abomination. She's always been what she... You make your way to the bottom of the stairs. The chamber's walls are painted in blood, a deep, sickening red that drips down in clotted streams onto the charred corpses that make up its floor. The princess stands in its center, muscles flayed and bare and weeping, draped in a tattered dress of her own skin.
Do you know what I'm going to do to you?
There's not so much a moment of hesitation before she steps forward. Her chains pull taut, holding fast as she strains against them. The cuff around her wrist digs deeper into her skin. Blood then, with a nauseating sound, the skin tears. It plops to the ground, and she pulls her red, glistening arm free from her binding. She is loose, and she is come. Let her end it. It's the punishment you all deserve for what you did to her.
Screw that. We can win. We've done it before, and we'll do it again, only this time we'll make it out the other side. Hell, she's practically done most of the work.
We don't even have a weapon.
It doesn't matter. I refuse to go out any way that isn't kicking and screaming.
Now the question is to actually talk to her or fight back. What do you reckon? Talk to her or fight? Alright, we'll fight back then.
Still unarmed, you charge towards the princess.
It's now or never. Let's make it up.
With a horrifying squelch, you are unwound. No, that's our stuff. She can't just do that. She just did. Unfortunate, I know, but reality is reality.
You should all just be grateful she's decided to keep us alive.
We're not out for the count, just...
But we didn't even bring a weapon.
Yes, because we knew it was over.
No weapon this time? It's almost as if you were planning on dying here. As if I'd grant you such a mercy. No. Let's see how deep we need to dig to find the defiant little spark of your soul. This...
Something infiltrates you. Though you do not see it, you feel it, slithering into your disaster of a body. See, the body of a sapient creature has, on average, 30 trillion cells. And each one of those cells is composed of 100 trillion. One of those cells is peeled from the others.
Are you still there? Are you still you?
Yes? I think. Then 2 are peeled.
This is nothing.
8. 16. Whatever is happening to us, it's happening. 128.
Are you still there? Are you still you?
1024.
I feel small.
16,300.
You can't just count us into oblivion.
131,000. What happens when it gets higher? Like
nothing. Just like nothing.
But something is happening now. Something in us is liquefying. Something that started...
1,048,000.
Are you still there? Are you still you?
2,096,000. I don't like this. Waiting for something to happen. But it's taking so... 16,768,000.
Are you still there?
There's the pain. I can feel it now. But we can handle this. We can't let her...
We can't handle anything.
268 million.
Doesn't matter, because we're...
You are deconstructed. You are reconstructed. A square you. A round you. A you with too many legs. A you with many mouths which won't stop screaming. Then all of it, pressed into a ball. What does you even mean anymore? We just keep changing into horrible things we can't control. Make it stop, please. Make it...
You means we exist. There has to still be a way for us to win. Otherwise this would be pointless.
You're right about one thing. It is...
Are you still there? Are you still you?
No.
Yes.
The ball is unraveled into the shape of a body. The skin peels off in a corkscrew. The eye...
Are you still there? Are you...
No.
Yes.
You are stretched into a line 12 feet long, then 24, then 4...
Are you still there?
Yes.
16. 64.
No.
And then, all at once, there is a great rewinding, and all of the disparate threads that once were you fall dutifully back into... You are whole again, and in your body, the same body you arrived in. The princess stands before you, her dress of skin more tattered than before, her face sullen.
It's all hollow. I ripped you to pieces. I broke your will, but it means nothing. I am forever a piece unfinished, a song with no refrain. We're so different. How could I ever hope for you to understand me?
She stands, arms outstretched, neck craned, gaze transfixed on something unseen.
But perhaps there is a way to grant you understanding. Perhaps there is a way to make myself whole once more.
You are unwound again. But it's different this time. Nothing slithers into your cells. You can feel something changing inside of you. But you see her changing too. Threads, strands of you, becoming pieces of something new. Something that's both you and her. Oh no, absolutely not. You have to stop this. Do you hear me? You have to stop this, or the entire world...
Yes. Yes. See me as I have had to see you. No, this isn't right. I feel cold.
Not anymore. I had a feeling she wouldn't let that happen.
I think you know what I am. Because among other things, she is death itself. To rid the world of suffering, to save untold trillions from being lost forever to the cosmic wind, she must be destroyed. And despite how far you've fallen, you will still have a chance to fulfill your purpose once I'm gone. You're the Long Quiet, the god I made to rid the world of death. She is the shifting mound, the ebb and flow, the capacity to change. She is transformation, or most of it. Her nature is why I had to die, for she becomes that which others perceive her to be. But an echo...
My God, so many questions.
If that's your belief, there's nothing I can say to move you. You haven't died. You cannot die. So you...
Oh, okay. It's rather deep, isn't it?
It wouldn't work. Her nature as the shifting mound makes it so nothing can last forever as it is now. It wouldn't matter how long the two of you would. Until then, the clock ticks on. Yes, you will, but it will all be worth. When I broke the cycle, I made sure that the tear was rough. You carry a part of what should be her, and she carries a part of what should be you. Things won't be as they are now, but they won't be nothing. Besides, anything is better than oblivion. The inevitability of death is torture. I would gladly put two infinite beings through what you've been through to spare infinite... light, burdenless, an eternal pattern of forgetfulness leading into the joys of rediscovery. Everyone will be with the ones they love. No more fear, no more howling chaos, just life. Forever. There's a cruel irony to it all. Oh, I'm nothing. I'm an echo. Somebody made you, after all, and I'm what's left of him. Not that I'm the only one who can make that claim, I'm... Are you lying? I can't tell. But I've said... It's like I said, I'm just an echo. And echoes...
Yeah, I have to agree. Mortal would kind of suck ass.
I can finally see you, and you can finally see me. It's been so long, and my heart has ached for this moment. I've missed you dearly. Every word you spoke found its way to me. I know him. He was deluded by his fear of death. Pay him no mind. Names are their attempts to capture that which cannot be captured. They call me the Shifting Mound, a pale imitation of what I actually am.
Oh, okay.
Ever the passive player, always reacting and never acting. But it's woven into your nature, isn't it? When the echo spun us from one into two, he gave you a choice and me a role to play. I am not death, but I contain it in my multitudes. So, will you attempt to destroy me and bring about a world devoid of death and the possibility of meaning? Or will you open the final doors to our liberty? Nothing brings me greater joy than to hear those words. The final piece lies with you. It's magnificent.
Yeah, I think I will actually play it again. This has been very interesting. It's probably give it a solid 8 out of 10. I could admit, very, very psychological. Very, very psychological. It's very interesting. Okay, so it's got clues to teach you. Whoops. Okay. So what's this? The tower. Slave about a moment. Appears the beast, the witch, prisoner, the damsel. I've got to admit, definitely I'll have to. Oops. Definitely have to try it again. I think there's a second one coming too. Saw something about Slay the Queen. Could be interesting, mate. Oh, it should be. Should be very interesting. Can't remember where I saw it. But yeah, I saw something about Slay the Queen the other day after we discussed this. Oh. Alright, my friend, I better leave you to it because I need to go and tuck myself into bed. I have a medical tomorrow for a job. So I need to be awake nicely. I'll get it done. Alright, take care, mate. I'll catch up with you sometime tomorrow. You have a good night.